My name is Shay Duke, and I'm the principal at Vincennes Lincoln High School. Always think that if it's possible, you should wear a suit to any interview, whether it is a $8 an hour job or a $200,000 a year job. I think it is important to dress your best. And I always used to hear, dress for the job you want, not the job you currently have. If you want the job, you need to present yourself as well as possible, as put together as possible. And I think that for a lot of people, they expect people to wear a suit or a dress shirt and tie or it's a formal setting, a formal business setting. And so you should dress as nicely as possible for an interview.
I'm Greg Parsley, Superintendent for the Vincennes Community School Corporation. I mean, anytime that you're going for a job interview, you want to be professional. Eye contact is huge when you're talking to a prospective employer. Shake hands, a firm handshake. But I think just looking professional. I mean, not coming in a pair of, ragged jeans or a cut-off, shirt. Just look professional. Show to that employer that you care enough, that you cared enough to put decent clothes on, and the employer will take notice. I think it shows the employer that you care. I always say you don't want somebody that just looks like they rolled out of bed, and because that says you're not putting a whole lot of time into it, that you just cared enough just to basically jump out of bed, come in for the interview, at least make yourself look professional, and again, just show that you care.
My name is Norbert Brown, and I am an early college instructor for Vincennes Lincoln High School. I've always been told that you should dress maybe one step up from the anticipated workwear, and if you really don't know what that would be, I would say if you were going out for a nice evening or church or something like that would be appropriate. Certainly you should be clean and have good hygiene and not smell bad, and your shoes, for example, should be tied, and if they're polishable, you should polish your shoes because people do notice those things. It's important to dress appropriately for an interview because candidates only have a limited amount of time to express or represent themselves to the potential employer, and they need to know that they're willing to step up and do what's right to acquire and do the job.
So this, students, is exactly what we do not want to see at an interview. First, slides, not professional. PJ pants, not professional. Baggy sweatshirt. This is just all the kinds of things we would not want you to wear at an interview. Pause. All right, as you see right here, we got a tank top, exposed shoulders. Not very professional, not good. He brought a drink with him to an interview. You seem weird. Shorts, not basketball season. Let's get some either khakis or jeans on there. You'll look way professional, you'll look better, and you'll probably get the job.
My name is Technical Sergeant Matt Wade. I'm with the Indiana Air National Guard. I believe in first impressions. So I believe that, especially with our line of work, professionalism is huge. I at least make an effort to take care of themselves and be professional. Automatically says to me that they might be serious about this.
Gloria Santos Lopez, HR Manager, Farbest Foods, Vincennes. Really depends for the position that you are interviewing for, but you should always, in my opinion, be fully covered. Like tank tops or any skin showing. But again, it just depends for the position, but just dress appropriately.
Brian Southern. I'm the founder and CEO of AgriRenew Corporation. This is going to be an interesting answer because I have a very different perspective on this. I'm a big believer that in an interview, a traditional interview, anybody can be anything for an hour. So you can go study and learn enough about a particular topic or job to, fake it to make it. Especially if you've been in a job, then, you're coming in a suit and tie. I identify this job because it's what I've been doing for the last 5 years, and it's what I went to school for. But the question becomes, are you really happy with what you're doing? I don't want you to be in cut-off shorts and a t-shirt, but you should dress business casual. I think the days of coming in for an interview and wearing a suit and tie or wearing a skirt and dress blazer, I think those days are over. I think it makes you look professional, but that may not be representing who you truly are.
I'm Tim Smith. I'm the fire chief at Vincennes Township Fire District. I think during an interview, it's certainly nice and makes an impression if somebody shows up in a suit with a tie. And I think I serve on many interview panels for firefighters, entry-level and promotional exams across the state and interviews across the state of Indiana. And no matter who I'm interviewing with, we normally have a panel of interviewers. If somebody has on a suit, it makes a difference. We also understand that not everybody can afford a suit, quite frankly, but it's important that they look the best they can and that they're clean and their hair is clean and combed and they look nice. It may not be in a suit, but they need to look like they are coming for an interview in clean clothes, freshly laundered and all that kind of thing. It's important. It is very important.
My name is Rachel Lance and I represent Williams Brothers Healthcare Pharmacy. I'm an HR generalist there. Some advice for interviews I would have would be when you're asked about yourself professionally, I would say, speak about yourself in a professional manner. Try not to give a whole bunch of gory details about your life, how you broke up with your boyfriend and you moved in with your mom and dad again, or, you have like 12 kids, or, it's okay to say some of those personal things, but just remember to try to keep it as professional as possible, where you went to school, what your degree is, and things like that.
Joe Heron, Chief Ranger at George Rogers Clark National Historical Park. I do recommend professional attire, especially in an interview. It shows that you've put effort and that you've thought ahead about some of the perceptions. It's also, it kind of famously said, you can't really make a second first impression. The ideas they have of you when they meet you are pretty much what they're going to carry.
Today we are going to show you how to dress to impress for the career fair. Right here we have a fine example. She has no stomach showing, no holes in her jeans, and no slippers. Her hair is nicely done. You don't have to do anything crazy, just make sure you look presentable. Right here we have another prime example. No holes in the jeans again. She stepped up her shoe game, as we can see, if you want to be more business casual. And the same, just plain top. Her hair is nicely done and she just looks presentable.
It's your first impression. It's a lot of times that's the first time your employer is going to see you, or who you hope to be your future employer is going to see you. And so you want to put your best foot forward with that employer.
I think it depends upon the interview and what the employer may be. You're going to come in differently, whether it's a food service, custodial, bus driver, teacher. I think the more professional the job is in terms of the education, you need to certainly look more the part. But if you're going to be working in a kitchen, you could probably get by with jeans. But if you're coming in to interview for a teaching position, then we're going to expect something certainly a little more formal.
First appearance that the person doing the interview gets is very important, and it's lasting in their mind. And that first impression is crucial to the outcome of the grading of that interview.